This is Isabella and Yoko. Today we're presenting the keyword influencer culture in China. Our research question is how influencer culture in China interacts with the contemporary market and reflects official regulations. In this video, we will examine influencer culture by the case study of JiaQi. And in parts, we would like to introduce the background of digital economy, influence role in consumer culture, and explain the rise and fall of Li as the focus of our study. First, we'll introduce the background of China's digital economy and influencers. To understand the influencer culture in China, it is necessary to first recognize the market with its demand. As Bao has stated, culture has become a battleground in which power economy intersects in contemporary China. China's blooming manufacturing and tech have fueled low-cost, diverse online shopping platform, reflected in the rising digital market share shown on the top left. With such overwhelming amount of options, consumers tend to prefer avoiding heavy research before purchasing, but rather listen to the recommendations from influencers. Which table on the top right shows that 83% of consumers would consult influencers before making a purchase. In this way, in China, influencers are often also viewed as KOL, which stands for key opinion leaders. As Huang stated, influencer followers are more practical. They value product knowledge and advice and are more likely to make a purchase. In 2023, the sales of live streaming by the influencers has reached $30.8 billion, as indicated on the bottom right. With all that in mind, the focus of our study today, Li Jiaqi, the man in the middle with the lipstick. He is the number one salesman and influencer in Taobao, the biggest e-commerce platform in China. At the peak of his stream on the Singles Day, there are almost 500 million people watching and sold 950 million by him and his team alone. As the leader of this industry, Li Jiaqi is a great representation of influencer culture and the market of China. Li Jiaqi began his career as a salesperson in L'Oreal. In 2016, he launched his career in Taobao, and in 2018, he has professed his unique streaming style, marathon, which means he continuously swatches makeup, namely lipstick, for his audience and won him a Guinness World Records. And he has also competed with Jack Ma in whoever can sell more lipsticks. At this point, he has been well known in China for his live stream selling career as the king of lipsticks.
好不好？说这么多年都是79块钱，哪里贵了？有的时候有自己的原因，好吧？这么多年了，工资涨没涨？有没有认真工作？
Now we'll be talking about Li's downfall, and it all started with this live stream fragment. This response struck a designated chord with his audience, and Li Jiaqi had become well known precisely because he understood ordinary people and helped the public make smart purchasing decisions to save money when buying makeup and daily use items, stated by Giant Ho. Therefore, his criticism felt like betrayals. Li Jiaqi's base price agreement with brands that required the lowest price for a product could only be offered in his livestream sales, were also revealed to the public after he got cancelled from the internet. If a lower price was found elsewhere, the brand or company would face substantial financial penalties, essentially creating a price monopoly that benefited him while potentially harming broader market competition and the consumers. This graph shows that based on a 4.8 yuan cost per eyebrow pencil, Li Jiaqi could make a pure profit of 69 yuan. Moreover, when selling Dior's Foundation Cushion Compact, he said, "Whole China doesn't have a brand counter, only Hong Kong have brand counters." Remark that knocked many as it's both factually incorrect and politically insensitive by implying Hong Kong's separation from mainland China. As an influencer, one should maintain authenticity and empathy, recognize their power dynamic, and balance commercial interests with social responsibility. According to Batman and his colleagues, to avoid sensitive topic and words being network filter or chat censorship, influencer may use indirect metaphor or reference when discussed, and replace politically charged term with more neutral alternatives. According to Channel Wei, the concept of positive energy has become a cornerstone of Chinese social media policy, a requirement that content should promote optimistic perspective and social harmony while avoiding criticism of social conditions. This requirement creates a difficult balancing act for influencers like Li Jiaqi. When economic conditions deteriorated, maintaining positive energy while remaining authentic become increasingly challenging. Meanwhile, Li's success inspired a migration pattern of young people hoping to become the next Li Jiaqi. Hangzhou's Influencer Village hosts an estimated 50,000 online anchors and more than 5,000 registered companies in the sector. Each apartment is divided into 46 rooms. These young migrants represent a new form of labor mobility in China, drawn by the promise of fame and fortune in the digital realms. However, the reality often fails to match the dream, with many working more than 12 hours per day for minimal compensation while living in overcrowded conditions. In summary, the case study of Li Jiaqi reveals the complexity between the opportunity brought by the growing digital market in regards to influencer culture, but simultaneously indicates the existing regulation and political compliance, which is significant to consider in the Chinese digital landscape. And this is our resource page. Thank you.